Well, I just left Santa Fe. Beautiful spot. A little rich for my blood, but everything there was handmade and beautiful. And I had some awesome food. A Reuben panini. And I am now in Pecos National Monument, I believe. It's a national site, I know that for sure. I'm doing a little scenic loop trail here because I'm running out of daylight and the park closes in about an hour. So these are the first ruins you walk past on the scenic loop trail. Not too sure the name of this trail. I'll drop it in a little text box, but pretty awesome site, really. So I just came across this hole in the ground. Oh, they're gonna let me go inside? Oh, let's go. Oh, wow. So I think that little hole actually led to maybe a vent right there. Well, it turns out that it didn't fare so well because it was destroyed in a revolution. You can really learn a lot if you read these little plaques. But as you guys could see, the walls of that church back there were 4 feet thick. I mean, even with a group of people trying to destroy it, much of it is still standing. Just came upon another kiva. I really like kivas. Yeah, you better warn the rattlesnakes. I'm out and about today. Well, I found another free campsite for the night, so I'm going to take advantage. This is actually just outside of Santa Fe. I think it's part of the Santa Fe State Forest. I've really got to start getting this down before I start the videos. Just a little reference so you can kind of see what I'm working with when I pulled in here. This is all still covered in a lot of snow. It is a beautiful spot. Definitely going to be some cold camping tonight, but my diesel heater has been doing awesome. Even at this altitude, it is absolutely a game changer. If you're looking to do an overland build and you're trying to solve your heat problem and you don't mind to have solar or some kind of energy on board and you've got a spot for a diesel tank, I recommend a diesel heater. And in my rig, my diesel heater will burn me out. I can only run it for about 5 minutes before I have to kick it off. I usually turn it on right before bed and get my living quarters nice and toasty. And then I'll probably wake up around 1 or 2 and turn it back on for about 5 minutes and then turn it on when I wake up and get dressed. So far I have burned not even a noticeable amount of diesel fuel out of my tank. And I've been using it for about 3 or 4 weeks. When you stop at your campsites, it's always good to do a little once around the rig. So my zip tie holding my little mud flap on actually broke off. And I've been noticing that it's been kind of loud in the wind. It's been kind of flopping around back here. So go ahead and switch that out. A nice easy fix. Breakfast so good I bit my fork. I thought I broke my tooth for a second, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I gathered up a little bag of trash before I left. It's crazy how many people use these like really cool primitive sites and just trash them. Like I found a whole set of tent stakes still stuck in the ground. I mean, you're gonna need those. Oh man, don't be that guy. Well, I guess I was pretty excited about that shot because I left my hatch up. big shout out to Jay. I definitely would not have thought to crawl in this little hole, but this is definitely the spot to be. Super warm water and such a cool little environment too. Definitely enjoying this spot. I think some more people are here, so I'm gonna head back out. Let them enjoy it too. Spence Hot Springs. Definitely check it out. Although the hot springs were warm and cozy, the hike back to the truck is quite the opposite, in wet shorts. I would have changed there, but I had a bunch of ladies. Not trying to expose myself out here. Well, I've just arrived at my campsite for the night. It is more public, free land. Love to see it. I'm actually camping in a place called Bisti de Nazen Wilderness here in New Mexico. I might have mispronounced that a little bit. You'll be able to find it on a map based on what I just said. After visiting the hot springs, I realized I was not going to have enough time to do Chaco today, which is no big deal because this campsite is just about an hour away, which leaves me pretty close to wake up and hit it in the morning. I'm gonna go on a little hike before I turn in for the night. Here we go. Without the sun here in New Mexico, it gets kind of cold. The ground here is so soft. You feel like it should be kind of rougher because you're walking on rocks, but it's like it gives way to sand underneath. It's so cool. I'm only gonna do this once, and only because it's on the way back to the truck. And without this, I'm gonna have to climb out of the canyon and out and around. So, So we've had a slight change in plans. I was going to make the same meal I made for breakfast this morning, but I'm feeling creative. I'm feeling inspired. And I found some rice in my little pantry that I forgot I had. So, let's see what I can whip up. So this is the final product. I've got a piece of toasted bread, some cheesy rice, and an egg. Oh, I'm so stoked. This is awesome. And of course, Frank's Red Hot. I'm absolutely rocking this meal, guys. Kind of a hobo dinner, but man, it was awesome. It's about 6 o'clock and I'm done for the night. So I'm just gonna relax and maybe play a little guitar, probably read a little bit, and then wake up and hit Chaco in the morning. So this is actually a pretty popular site. There's probably 4 other people here, and it's not a huge lot, but you know, it's a parking lot. I'm warm, I'm full. Does it get any better? Yeah, don't answer that. Just let me enjoy.